Hi everyone, welcome to this workshop, this coaching workshop. Your future begins today. My name is Sarah Perron and I am a certified transformational life coach. I'm so glad that you've joined me today. This is an adaptation of a workshop that was given live. I wanted to make this recording to make it make it available to people who were not able to be at the workshop, to share it with more people. It's an exciting time here right before the beginning of the new year, and it's a great time to be thinking about where we are in our lives, where we've been this past year, and where we want to go in this new year, who we want to be, how to live more of a life that we really love. So I hope that we will take some great steps toward that tonight for you in this recording. And I'll just start by telling you very briefly a little bit about myself. So I, as I mentioned, I am a coach. I live in northern Israel with my husband and my 3 children. We made Aliyah, moved to Israel 2 years ago, and I love living here. I love coaching here. I'm in love with coaching. I'm in love with helping people transform their lives, develop new visions for themselves, gain new perspectives. It's so exciting, and it's such an honor and a privilege to get to share life that way with people. So I'm very excited about sharing this with you tonight. And let's just begin by taking some deep breaths in and out. I don't know where you are in your day when you're watching this. It may be at the end of a long day, you may be in the middle, just at the beginning, but wherever you are, just take a moment, a few moments. You can close your eyes if you'd like and just breathe in and out. Get comfortable where you're sitting. Feel your body in the chair. Feel your feet on the floor. Try to breathe out any worries or anxieties that are on your mind right now. Anything that's cluttering your mind, keeping you from being in this present moment. Just breathe it out. And then on the inhale, breathe in goodness and love, appreciation for yourself. Good for you for taking the time to watch this video, taking time for yourself, to take a look at your life and what you really want. And let all that goodness just fill your lungs, fill your entire body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Actually, before you open your eyes, why don't you set an intention within yourself about what you hope to gain from this workshop? What do you want for yourself in your life? What do you want more of? What do you want less of? Who do you want to be? And if you're comfortable, if it suits you, you can add a tefillah to Hashem, asking for guidance and wisdom in all of this. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Take your time. Okay. Great. I hope you're feeling relaxed and centered. And we're going to talk about the future in this workshop, but it's very important to remember that our future is only created from the present moment. I think a lot of us, myself included, can get very caught up in sort of like trying to run out ahead of our own lives into the future and trying to kind of in this sort of frantic, controlling way try to make things happen, and it's not the way. We get lost that way, and we get, I think, mostly lost in worry about the future that way. But the way that we really create the future that we want is from right here, in this day, in this moment, making this day and this moment the very best that it can be, and being fully, fully present with it and whatever it has to offer us. Whether it feels good, whether it feels bad, it all starts right here, and we have the choice of how we look at this moment. So, okay. So the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to fast forward to the end of this new year that's about to start. So imagine an entire year has gone by. And imagine that you run into an old friend or old acquaintance. You haven't seen this person in a whole year. And you bump into each other, and your friend says, "Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. What have you been up to? Tell me about your year. What happened? Just what's going on in your life? You look amazing, by the way. You look really happy. You look different. You look like you're standing up straighter. What's happened? What's going on with you?" And so then you proceed to say to your friend, "Oh my gosh, I have had the most amazing year of my life. It's been the best year ever. And here's why." And so you can choose to pause this workshop if you want and kind of go on to detail that amazing year out loud. You can kind of have that conversation out loud if you want. When it's live, I do it live with a person in a conversation, but you can have that conversation out loud. Tell your friend all about your amazing year, what made it so special, what made it so transformative for you, in detail. Or you can choose to write it out if you'd like. Writing is a very, very powerful tool. Or you can sit quietly with it and just kind of internally feel, what was that year about for me? What made it so incredible that I'm calling it the best year of my life? Or you can grab a real friend and do this, or a family member, do this with them. But you want to get as detailed as possible. Like, really, what did you do? Who were you this year? How did you grow? Imagining just the very best, like all your goals attained, the very, very best for your life with no limits. And then you can ask yourself, when you see what comes out, and it may be surprising to you what actually comes out. Maybe you'll see, like, oh, I didn't know I actually wanted that thing. I didn't know that I wanted to do that activity or grow in that way or develop that relationship. So, like, as you're discovering those surprises, and seeing how your year unfolds, you can ask yourself, what is it that's exciting to me about all of this? What dreams are emerging from this for me? What's actually possible here? And what if this all works out exactly as I want it to in real time? So, those are all really powerful questions to consider in that activity as you develop the vision for what is this coming year going to be for you? What do you want it to be? Okay. So the next thing we're going to take a look at is the idea of life mission, which I think is a concept that's talked about a lot. What is that really about? A lot of us have this question, like, what is the real purpose of my personal existence in this world? What am I meant to do here? Who am I supposed to be? What's my mission? And I think especially as we get older, this starts to come out more. And what I want to talk about is two different related ideas. So, and they are mission and vessel. And I'll illustrate these with an example. Because actually, before I do that, let me just go back a minute and confess. I used to be very hung up on this idea of life mission. I got very stressed out about it. Like, what is it that I'm actually meant to do in this world? Like, I got to find out, because, like, what if I miss it and I'm just on this, like, kind of plan B track for my life and I didn't really do the thing I was put here to do? And I got very worried about it and very stressed, and it really caused a lot of anxiety for me. I don't know if it's like this for others, but that was my experience. And so this idea that I'm going to tell you about really, really helped me to relax, to just relax about it and see that actually the mission is, it's you, it's me, it's who we are, much more than the specific things that we do. So mission and vessel. So I'll give an example to kind of illustrate what I mean by this. So imagine that there is a professional musician. Say she's a violinist, and she's amazing, and it's her passion, and she's like, yes, this is what I'm here to do on this earth. I love this so much. It's my calling. And imagine, unfortunately, that she gets in a terrible accident and breaks her hand in such a way that it will never heal to be the same way again. And so she really cannot play the violin with the same skill and ability that she used to have. And imagine this could be devastating if she's thinking, it is my mission in life to be a musician. Like, what's left for her? Like, that's it. It's over. And what now? So mission and vessel. Let's say that being a musician is actually the vessel for her mission. It's not the mission itself, it's the vessel for her mission. Her mission may be actually to bring beauty and joy to the world, which she certainly does through her music. But it's not intrinsically tied only to playing music. She can bring beauty and joy to the world in a million ways. There's so many things she could do. So the beauty and the joy, that may be her mission. Those are qualities that she brings to the world in her own unique, individual way that only she can. So, like, that's really the mission. And for a time, the music was the vessel that held the mission. Now, playing music, it's not so possible for her anymore. She can find a new way to bring that beauty and the joy to the world. It could be that she becomes a teacher of children. She brings beauty and joy into their lives through her teaching and her love for them and the way she teaches them to express themselves creatively. It could be so many things. So the idea really is that the mission is about who you are, what you bring to the world, and that can happen through a variety, many different vessels. So this took a huge weight off my shoulders, because when I started focusing on, like, who am I really? How am I showing up in the world? How do I impact other people around me? What do other people say about me that I bring into their lives? When I started focusing on these qualities, and less on, like, what am I going to do? How do I do it? What is the one thing? I relaxed so much, and I could just be myself so much more naturally and comfortably, and found that I felt much more of the fulfillment of just much more fulfillment in life, and that I was really accomplishing what I was meant to do, which is just to be me. And it's just to be you. The mission is you. I hope I explained all that clearly. But building off of those ideas, I'm now going to lead you through 2 visualizations that hopefully will help you to identify more of your unique qualities and who you are in the world, who you are to other people, and what is the message that you really want to live out with your life. So we are going to get comfortable again, and you can close your eyes. I invite you to close your eyes. It really helps with getting into this quiet, contemplative mode. And I am going to read you these visualizations. So, okay. Here we go with the first one. Okay. It is many years from now. You're sitting on the front porch of your country home, on your rocking chair. Before you is a wide, deep lawn, an expanse of vibrant green grass, and there's a gentle breeze. And you are relaxing with a great deal of contentment. As you look out on the horizon, you start to see a little bit of movement. you keep rocking and you watch the movement. It's interesting. Is it a cloud rolling in? You're not sure. And the movement grows and becomes more active. As you look, you realize that there are people coming onto your lawn. A massive crowd of people. More and more people coming from very far away. As they come closer and you start to see their faces, you're amazed, thinking, who are all these people? You notice that you know some of them, and some of them you don't. And they're all coming to you. They're coming closer and closer and closer. Each one of them is holding a balloon. It's an incredible sight. All these colorful balloons and all these people. You don't know what is happening here. You notice that your family members are there too. Your whole lawn is now packed with people. They start coming all the way up to your porch. They stand at the bottom of the steps. They start saying that they are here to thank you for who you are, for what you have taught them, and for who you have been in their lives. Then they line up single file, and one by one, they start coming up to you, giving you their balloon, and then personally thanking you for what you have meant to them. Now, in a moment, I'm going to get quiet while you just take a minute to relax and listen to what they are thanking you for. Listen to what these people are saying. Listen in deeply. Who do they see when they see you? What are the words they are using to describe you? What is the impact you had on their lives? Now I will get quiet for a moment while you take this all in. Okay. If you need more time to hear the messages, feel free to pause the workshop here and take your time with it. And when you feel ready, feel free to write down any insights that you had as you listen to the voice of those people. Listen very carefully and write down what you heard about those unique qualities that other people saw in you, how you impacted them in their lives, both people that you know and people that you did not recognize. And it's the people that you don't recognize, I think, that are the most interesting. It really, when I think about this, it makes me realize how many tiny interactions we have all the time They might only last the space of a few minutes, but each one of them is an opportunity for impact, for amazing kindness and connection and love and respect and honor. And to imagine all those people that you talk to for 5 minutes ever or less coming to you and thanking you for just giving them a kind word or making eye contact with them or shaking their hand warmly. It's very powerful. So, okay. That was the balloon visualization. And we're going to do one more. This one is about being on stage. Okay, here we go. So feel free to close your eyes again if you like and get comfortable. Okay. We are now backstage. We are getting ready because you are about to go out on stage. And there's a very, very large audience out there. They are all waiting to hear your message. Your message is a 30-second message. And this can be either you as your present self or your future self. Either way, you're there, backstage, getting ready. And you're taking deep breaths. And you're focusing in on your message. And now it's time to go out on stage. So you walk out and you see the audience. You take them in and they take you in. Now, in a moment, you will deliver your message. And this is the one message that you want everyone to hear. It will just come pouring out from you naturally, easily, and it will land on the people. I will get quiet now as you deliver your message. Okay. Now, what was your message like? As the message reached the people, what was the impact it had on them? How did it make them feel? What did it open up for them? What do they go home and do because of what you've just shared with them? How do they go on to act in the world because of what you've just shared with them? And what's important about this message? Why this message? And it's not about having the perfect wording. It doesn't have to be polished, but the point is really, what is the impact here from your message? So you can write your message down. If you want, you can share it with a friend or family member and really consider for yourself, why this message? Why was this the thing that came up in me? What place does this message have in who I am? What place does it have in my life right now? Okay. I hope that you found those visualizations helpful and some good insights came up for you there. Okay. The last thing we're going to do is this. So during this workshop, we've traveled a year into your future, and we've taken a look at who you are in the world and what you might want your life to be about through the impact you have on people, the message that you want to give to the world. And now we're going to look at 3 very simple questions that kind of tie all of this together. Okay, and they are: where are you in your life right now? And this could encompass as much or as little as you want it to. It can be about work, it can be about self-care, relationships, activities, hobbies, it just inner world, spirituality, really anything. Where are you in your life right now? The second question is, where do you want to be? Where do you want to be in your life? You can think about everything that came to you earlier in this workshop about the future, your future self. What is she saying to you about where you want to be? And the third question, it's a very important question. What is keeping you from getting there? What is holding you back? What is getting you stuck? What are you tripping over? What just feels completely immovable and unsolvable in your life? What is that thing, or what are those things that are standing in the way of your happiness and your growth and reaching your goals and improving your relationships? All of that. What is keeping you from getting there? So you can take your time and write down the answers to these questions. And if you're seeing this workshop, this recorded workshop, I'd like to extend to you the same gift that I offered to the participants of the live version of this workshop. And that is, I'd like to offer you a completely free one-on-one individual coaching experience with me, an hour-long coaching experience. And if you happen to be local to me, I'd love to do it in person with you, but more likely it would be over Zoom or over the phone, whatever is most comfortable for you. And during that hour, we can take a more in-depth look at the answers to those 3 questions. Where are you in your life right now? Where do you want to be? And what is stopping you from getting there? And I would love to help you identify how to start to move past those blocks in your life, how to create a life that you really, really love. And we can work together. We can start working together in that session to do that, to do just that, so that that amazing year that you envisioned at the beginning of the workshop can really become a reality, step by step by step, bit by bit. So I would love to support you in that way if you are interested. And the way to reach me, to set up your free, completely free session, and it really is, I just want to take a moment to say it really is completely free with no obligation or strings attached. It's just a gift. It's just for you to try coaching for yourself, see if it could really benefit you in your life. If yes, that's amazing. If not, that's just fine. It's perfectly fine. So I want you to feel free to just accept this without worry. Okay, so the way to reach me to set up your free coaching experience is via email. And the email is Sarah, SARAH, lovescoaching @gmail.com. So sarahlovescoaching @gmail.com. And just reach out, tell me you saw the recorded version of the workshop, and I'll be happy to schedule a time with you. And please, by the way, feel free to pass this workshop on to anybody you think could benefit from it. Really feel free to share it freely. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch and to participate and internalize these valuable things. And I want to bless you, bless all of us with really the most amazing year, with more love, more connection, more growth, more strength, more presence in the moment, less worry, less anxiety, less anger, less fear, and just with every good blessing, every good thing. Thank you. Be well. Bye-bye.